you a question. All right, so you would like to write a book sometime, or at least you thought that you would. So if you wrote a book, what's the one thing you really want to get off your chest? What do you want to say in that book?
Well, I guess as poor as I was, and I dropped out of high school, didn't graduate, and I've been around the world, different cultures. I've been to Barcelona, Spain, I've been to Ethiopia, you know, and stuff, and just like one time he had it over in Ethiopia. I was in Germany. It's probably in the 1960s, early part of 60. They had a B-52 that crashed with a payload and they couldn't find it. So we had to go to Ethiopia and hunt for it, and we did find it. See? But them people was wanting parts off of it to sell the metal. That's all they were.
Mm-hmm.
You had to use guns to keep them from getting parts. No, that was.
Did you have to kill people then that were trying to come up there?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they was wanting to get them some money with.
They're very poor.
Yeah. They sure they didn't have nothing.
They probably thought manna was coming from heaven instead of their death.
So see, that's just different stories like that. They are a silver lining, just like me. I had a very rough childhood. I had a very and we was poor,
Right.
And then I rose above it, and now then I get along better now financially than I ever have in my life,
True. Even in the worst economy.
Yeah. So see, you often wonder that they are hope, but you don't think they are, but they are. I guess that's what I would want to.
Focus the book on?
Yeah, about hope and silver cup. Remember we walked there before we went, didn't have nothing to eat but cornmeal, gravy, and green beans.
That's why you won't eat green beans now.
I said if I ever get big, I'm gonna eat no more green beans. I don't eat many of them. But see, that's all. It's just different things. It's how you plan it. Just like Nathan was just saying last night. He hated his job. He wanted to quit. But see, Curly, this retired railroad man, he was from Gulf, and he's a retired. He gets probably $274,000 a year. Burlington Northern retirement.
Oh, in his retirement? I'm sure he does. I'm sure he had quite the pension plan.
So see, it does pay off, but when he started out, he was getting $1.85 an hour. So Nathan's talking about now not making nothing, but
He needs to look down the road.
Look forward.
So if you wrote this book and you want to make sure that there's hope, and you've got 2 sons, you've got 3 namesakes, you've got Logan and Matt and Alec, what do you want these boys to know about James Furl Lester?
Well, I hadn't been the best, but I've been as good as I know how. And I wasn't taught how. I just put hard work and
Learn.
learn. And then help out with that, tear television apart, fix them, and, I used to steer anything and tore up, so where there's a will, there's a way.
So you've got Matt in his 30s, or soon to be in 30s. He's knocking on 30. You've got Alec at 18, and then you've got Logan at what, 3? You've got 3 different generations of grandsons right there that carry your name. What? They're all at different stages. What? All right, like for Matt, what would you like to say to Matt?
And I believe he's a hard worker. I believe he's just stay with it. You can't, if you go down the White River Bridge, North Fork Bridge, and you throw a rock in there, and before it moves, all you got is a shiny rock. But if you take down and take hold, it moss will grow on it, and then it'll take root.
It's true.
And that's the way it will just, most of them get more than what they do. But see, you like to do farm, and I don't reckon I got a stingy bone in my body, but a lot of people do have stingy bones. They don't like to. It's all mine, none yours.
Several people like that.
Yeah. And the ability's kind of stingy.
In certain aspects.
Yeah, she did. And she likes to be noticed. See, I don't care whether I get credit for it or not. I put a price on him and air conditioning and stuff like that, and pay for the water and all like that. Went on about my business when Ray was dying, and when Red was dying, so you don't never think about that.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I do remember that.
So see, it's just like that nigga who ain't got the money and he fixed his truck.
And who is this?
And nigga Roosevelt, Washington, lived out of Cornell Road.
That's not too long ago, was it? How long ago was that?
Probably 10 years ago.
So, you saying how prejudiced you are, what made you decide to...
Because he was poor. Nothing I like better than a poor man.
Because you've been there, done that?
Yeah, yes, because I've been close to where I'm coming from. So see, it's just, I told Woodland, she gets on to me first. Buying, she said, bacon. She says you can't afford to buy. But to me, when that little thing calls me and tells me, Papa, I give her the bacon, and just make me want to pop the buttons off my shirt. That may not do nothing for Woodland, but it does me.
Well, that's what it's about. I mean, that's your relationship you're building with her.
And that's the only, and I would like to leave a memory that where they wouldn't have said the Pops being the hot sack rider and the jail bird and a few more things. I'd like to leave a good memory if I could. I'd like to, because that's all you're going to leave. You ain't going to leave nothing but memories, that's all. You ain't going to take nothing with you either.
Might as well make it worth remembering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I do that. I do that. It ain't because Papa some on the credit. I don't know that ain't. I just do it because I would like to leave when they buried me. I'd like for somebody to be able to say something good about me instead of something bad. I get enough of bad. I've had enough bad thrown at me all my life. I like somebody knows some good. And of course, I won't be able to hear it. I don't think going no way never died.
Was Lloyd when you were growing up, and even before he married Vinetti, and you said he changed once he married Vinetti, was he ever affectionate or complimentary?
No,
Just distant.
but I ain't never seen a Lester that's been very, that's a reason that they used to call me a little bastard. Uh, for years and years, I was known as a little bastard. Well, I couldn't help what my mom and daddy done. I mean, but I caught the blame for it for years.
So is that why when I got pregnant with Matt, when I was dating Paul, that you were such a, well, I mean, you were my rock when everybody else went crazy.
I stuck on that. And everybody makes mistakes. I've made a zillion of them. And I just like to, I'd like to leave it a little better than I found it. That's what I've done to do. And most people don't. They won't. What I can get out of it. But I don't think you can ever say that you've ever seen me selfish. Ain't ever been selfish in my life.
No? I can't think of anything like that at all.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm hitting on 100.
Hitting on 100, okay. Jamie's kind of tied up with another patient, so I just wanted to check on you.
So far, so good.
Looks like he's doing good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The rate was too low. They're bringing it up.
Well, they had given you some extra beta blockers when you went into your surgery. And then they were like, with the anesthesia, you were just lower, and they wanted it to come up and not stay that low. Do you remember this morning before you went into surgery, she wanted to make sure you had your beta blocker before they took you down? That's what that was. And so now it just brings it, back up where it should be.
Yeah, that's.
So do you have, like everybody says, oh, I wouldn't change anything in my life because it's made me who I am. Do you have any regrets, or you like Sinatra?
Well, I guess I wished I would have went to school and got smarter. See, your daddy. I went to school in Alaska to the University of Alaska, and I got me a certificate for criminology, some criminology and urology or something like that.
You did?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
About 4 years, I got a degree in that. I didn't need $100 today, or I didn't use it.
Well, you didn't go to prison, so maybe it did help out. Did you ever represent yourself?
Lots of time. Always have been a good talker.
I was talking to Dr. Elkins today, and he was saying, he really hated that you were sick and kind of came back in. He said, he just seems like one of the nicest, most gentle men I've ever met. And I said, he is. I said, my dad has had a very rough life. And I said, when he was in Vietnam, I said, it was pretty tough. And I remember asking him, just about a year ago, we were sitting at the table at the house, and I said, Dad, have you ever, been angry at God or blamed God for all this? And you're like, no. I'm like, why? And you're like, no, I've sat in a foxhole many a time, and said, if you can get me out of this, no reason to complain. You remember us talking about that?
But see, that's why you just got to look at that life. That's like poor little Lacey. She thinks she's got it bad, but a lot of it she brings on herself with her mouth. I'm not saying nothing bad about her, because I love Lacey, do anything in the world for her, and help. But lots of it she brings on herself. It ain't nobody else. She's not jinxed. She just brings it on herself.
And say she, Tony, and Mom all have that temper. I mean, like, they're
Yeah.
angry.
At the world.
And I don't know why they don't have a bad life.
No. You know, and to say that with a day, how many men do you think would give their wives the money and let them control everything? And then if you want a pack of cigarettes, you have to ask for money. You know, most people wouldn't. I do.
No, I know you do.
I think it's just a way of getting by. Well, she told me the other day, well, let me go out to Jess's and pay Jess. And I said, no, I'll pay myself. And I did. But see, I don't want her to say, well, I had to go out and pay a bill off for Jim or he bought Jensen's bacon. But see, I don't want her to say that. I want it to be, it's something I done cause I wanted to. There ain't nothing that says that I gotta buy Cincy bacon, but she loves it, and then she'll call me and say, Papa, thank you for the bacon butter. It's just like saying sick 'em to a bulldog, you know, cause I do more.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I was going to say, you have your rebellious side. You just kind of do it a little differently.
yeah.
You're a little bit more, you got to watch. You're not really sure where you're going to strike when you're trying to rebel. You're not like that angry rebellion. You're like, watch me kind of thing.
But Nisha, I'll tell you one thing, I could, right now, I mean, not nobody right that I was standing in front of them, but what I would say, I could take that pocket knife and I'd be like Tony. It wouldn't bother me a bit to stick that knife in the guy and walk around him. You know, it wouldn't bother me a bit. See, and I don't like to be that way. I try to keep him getting angry enough to act on stuff like that. See, I don't.
Do you think, like when Aunt Ruth was wanting to run away, did she ever want to,
Kill him? Yep, she did.
and who stopped her?
Me?
So you're not as angry as you think you are. You may be angry at some other things and have those thoughts, but you really don't act on it, even
Yeah.
though everybody would have understood had you and Ruth tried to kill them after they were so mean to you guys.
Yeah. But I guess right now, what hurts me the most, see, Daddy called me and told me he's going to leave me $1, me and Ruth $1, cause Law said he had to do it to make it legal. And I told him to his face, I said, well, was on the phone. I told him, I said, I'll give you $2 if you'll take me off that damn well. I don't want to be on it. Just so you made yourself $2. But see, Ruth went home Sunday, and Daddy never seen her. They went over to see her. She didn't go see Daddy, and they used to be pretty close, you know. And she paid a lot on Daddy. She pays for his satellites so he can watch wheel abortion and everything.
Pays for his house insurance,
Yeah. And
cable bill. Didn't you guys pay for his burial, or she did, or someone
yeah,
did?
yeah. Well, then I paid 3 payments and Ruth paid the rest of it. But see, now then, he don't want us to even have nothing to do with burying him. You know, he's got it fixed for, I guess, Lisa and them will do it, you know,
Ermanel.
or somebody.
Yeah.
But see, why he can't give us the credit for being human beings, I don't know.
You know there's something wrong with Lloyd to be like that. It's not right, Dad. It's not a normal emotion. And because Ruth is his child,
Yeah.
But I think Vinetti was bitter that she couldn't have children.
And I think that she done it to
What are you wanting? Your grizzly? Or something to drink?
Grizzly. I think she done it just to show Daddy that his kids were gonna get nothing, and I think that she had that laid out that way before she ever died.
Which,
But I told
didn't she take all your money when you would like send stuff back when you were in the army? Some kind of money or
Savings bonds.
savings bonds. Did she ever cash those and give them back to you?
no, she bought him some false teeth with. So see, I don't care. I mean, you know, just like he get me $1. I paid $40 a month for chicken feed. Paid his chickens and he wanted some guineas. I went and bought him some guineas. Paid $11 a piece for them and give to him. I don't care for the money wise. I ain't worried about the money. If I got something, I got it in fine names. So that's Daddy. I guess he's the most selfish man I've ever saw
I
in my
can't
life.
think of any more selfish than him. I really can't.
I can't use but then you get to thinking, well, I wonder. See, Ruth cried when she left. I mean, she was thinking about Daddy not saying bye to her and all. They used to be real close, and they're not anymore. You know,
They were only close as long as she kept doing for him.
You know, by Daddy, but see, and Daddy thinks Charlie stole some of them little old kerosene lamps. Why, hell, Charlie got over $1 million. He could buy him a whole freight train load of them and get them at the dollar store $4.95 if he needs something. He don't need nothing. So Charlie, he gets on your nerves because he knows everything.
He's got strong opinions.
And so it's just, but I accepted just as Charlie, he'd do anything in the world for me. Got that dozer, even out with that dozer, got that ditch dug where it won't.
I'll get
Pushed
back
all
up.
them flowers, them crapeberry bushes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Pushed all them out. And then dug a ditch down, looked up so the water would go down.
He's a hard worker. I don't think he sits still too much when he comes up.
No,
Did he go hunting any?
no, he didn't go hunting.
You want your water?
Yeah, I wonder how to have it first. Speak to him.
Oh, want something to spit down?
Trace can over.
There you go. You got more of a dip that time.
But anyway, that's to have that see. And really and truly, I believe that if something happened to me, all hell would break loose on my ridge, 'cause I don't think Mama would be like I am.
As far as?
Huh?
As far as what?
Anything, give,
But Dad, we're all grown. I mean, Mom will have to use her money more wisely. She won't have the same kind of.
but she'll have enough to get by. It'll be more than that $427 Social Security she got. But, see, just like my truck, Harold Larry said, they better use my pickup to go pick up junk appliances and take down there
Why don't you sell it to them?
No, I want that, and then I make the rest of the family mad, cause I've always said that I think Alec to have that old truck, cause you know me and Alec was close.
Oh yeah.
But see, Tony, his old truck won't run, he'd hit the ceiling. But, and Alec don't need it, he's got a car.
But did you already tell Alec?
And I told Alec that something happened to me with that old truck fuel.
Well, Dad, you must be a man of your word. If that's what you said, then there are other things that Tony can benefit from. Nathan could, Melissa could, I could. We don't need things like that. Now your grandkids, they've got a lot more years ahead of them.
Yeah. Yeah, but I go out to Jess Watson every month, and I buy. Dan, that's not much bacon. 10 pounds of bacon. I buy 10 pounds of bacon and back and back for Cincy. But she says she likes it. Of course, I know she ain't the only one that eats it. They all eat it, but I call it Cincy.
Well, she eats quite a bit, but I think she's a little bacon fanatic.
Yeah, she is. She's my pet. Yeah.
Well, you haven't nicknamed your grandkids like you did your children.
No. I guess I got old at the hypocrite.
Hypocrited?
I got that, I got that, bought that buggy that you ride
Right.
and fixed it. Now, it's a good one, but Willie wanted me to have that hover around, and she got it. That hover around does better in the house, but when you get outside, it don't go too good.
Do you use your other one then outside?
No.
Your what are?
No, I hadn't drove it over there. I did over to Harold's and around.
Yeah. Down to get the mail. You used to
Yeah.
go get the mail with it.
Yeah, go get the mail with it and all like that. It just things I got.
You've had an interesting life, even though you've had some hard knocks. They didn't knock you down at all.
Didn't keep me down, did they?
No. Maybe that should be part of your book.
Well, they didn't stay down. Been in every jail in 5 counties. But I was the type of person used to, Mama would give me money to pay the light bill. And if the light bill was $100, and she'd give it to me. And I went down and seen somebody with a donkey that was selling for $100. So I thought I could make $1 on it. I spent $100 on the donkey. That's the truth too.
The donkey or just the spending?
Let's spend it, whatever I want to spend it, don't.
So Mom says you had a gambling problem. Did you have a gambling problem or you just had a money management problem?
Money management. I could be walking down the road, kind of like Charlie. I could be walking down the road and somebody didn't have no money to put gas in their car. If I had $10, I'd put in $10 gas in the best car and give Charlie the other day. He was up here. This guy's on the road with a flat. He couldn't change the tire. Well, Charlie stopped and he had the jack. He told him, well, I got a jack here, you can use it. So he did, jacked it up. Well, when he got it jacked up, it was busted. And then his spare was flat. So he said, well, we need to take them somewhere and get it fixed so you can't be sitting on the side of the road. So he took them to Todd's old station and he got them fixed. And the guy said he wanted $11 for fixing the flat. And the guy said, I don't have it. Charlie said, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Said, here. Said, here's $10 I'll pay for the doctor. That's kind of the way I used to be.
I was gonna say you've been very good at stuff like that, and that's the way I see most people that would really steal from you, like Lloyd accuses Charlie of doing. They're not that giving, you know. They're more selfish. That's why they steal.
Yeah.
Now, he's very giving, and you are too. I think that you've had many pet projects that didn't bring anything back to you except maybe the satisfaction of helping someone.
Yeah, that's all, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy helping somebody, and when they say thank you, I kind of enjoy it.
And funny, it's the little things. It's not a big award. Sometimes it's just a thank you.
I don't care. You either got money or you ain't. If you broke, you broke.
But you know what? You can have all the money in the world and not really be worth a dang as a person
Yeah, that's true.
because you have no character, no.
And a lot of people that gets money forget that hate. You know that if you ever seen anybody, but just like Sue Ellen, I call her Bonnie White. I call her Sue Ellen. She got all that money, and she ain't worth shit.
I don't guess I know her very well.
Uh,
I wouldn't recognize her if I saw her. I just know the name anymore.
She told me one time. She said, "Did you know my daddy?" I said, "Yes, I knew your daddy." I said, "I've carried a lot of moonshine out to him. We carried him out 2 gallons at a time out on the mountain. Carried out to him." And she said, my daddy never did drink no whiskey."
Is this Doc Cop?
Yeah. I said, "Shit, you don't know your daddy then." I said, "'Cause I've seen him get drunk, pass out underneath that old tree out there and lay there for a couple of days and then wake up and start drinking again." She said, "You're trying to make my daddy look bad." I said, "No, ma'am." I said, "He was just Doc Cop to me. It's just simple."
Not an image of perfection. He was just a good man who drank.
Yeah.
She was trying to make him something he wasn't.
Yeah, she said, "Well, people think bad, doesn't it?" Well, here, a few years back, I don't know how long it's been, but Greasy Slim didn't have no tombstone. So I got him one.
Is that the hobo?
Now, Rich and dirty, to stand up, he didn't even have to sit down to put them on, he could just walk back in them. But anyway, I went up and asked Bonnie if she wanted to donate on that. She told me no, she wasn't about to donate on that tombstone. Well, now then, she got mad 'cause I did. And she said that, somebody else should have bought that. Well, we put the tombstones up and everything, and got it marked and everything. Got chalk and tombstone. Well, see, people think, well, chalk was just chalk.
You grew up with her.
Yeah. And we got her a tombstone, got it put it up there. Motorcycle Mama put on her, that's what they used to call her.
That's what I knew her as.
Motorcycle Mama.
I mean, I knew her as Chalk, but everybody called her Motorcycle Mama.
Motorcycle Mama. But that. And then got my own mama and baby brother a tombstone,
Now, what was your brother's name?
Joey Edward.
Joey Edward. Now, how long did he actually live? Very long at all?
No, died as an infant.
He died at birth? Was he ever alive?
But I guess he was he had something wrong with her kidney poison or something.
Yeah.
But see, now then if medicine would have been advanced like it is now, I'll probably still be alive.
Oh, I believe that.
And I wonder how I would have turned out if she had been alive.
Probably spoiled rotten.
I
I've heard people say on your mom's side of the family that she sure did love Jimmy. That she was proud of her son.
Yeah, grandma, Ben Brooks and them, they all like me too. I guess Saint the Future was my favorite.